Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel we post writing tips, unboxings, book hauls, book reviews and the occasional vlog. And today I have another book review for you, and it is The Split by Laura Kay. First of all, we know why I picked up this book. It has a cat on the cover. We know it. I'm a sucker. I actually saw this book like maybe a year ago in Gay on Wye, which is an amazing bookshop in Hay on Wye. Highly recommend going if you're around the area. And I saw it, I read the blurb, I thought it sounded generic kind of romance. Well, no, I'll put it down, it's fine. Went back a year and I kept thinking, no, I did want to read that, I should get that, So I got it and I read it. I read it on mine and Matt's mini moon after our wedding, and it's not my usual genre, but I really wanted to read more lesbian romance because I have read quite a lot of gay romance and I really love that. I haven't read enough lesbian romance, so I wanted to try another one, and this is what I went for. Before I get into my review of this, let me read you guys the blurb. Following a brutal breakup, Ali flees to her dad's house in Sheffield with her ex's cat, who always preferred her anyway. When she realises Emily isn't coming to win back either her or the cat, Ali takes the sofa to mourn the future she'd planned. After a few days' grace, her dad calls in reinforcements. Ali's old friend and first beard, Jeremy. Reunited, the two find solace in each other's heartbreak and an endless supply of baked goods. Jacked up on sugar and mutual delusion, they concoct a plan to run the half marathon and win back their exes. This seems like the perfect example of their ability to commit and better themselves. But will their exes be waiting at the finish line, or is there a whole new future on the horizon? This has a lot of reviews. It has a warm, funny, comforting read with such lovable characters from Ruth Jones. It's like meeting Marion Keyes and Dawn O'Porter in a cosy gay pub in Sheffield, Matt Cain. On the front, the novel to turn to in difficult times, Katie Ford. And hilariously funny and so uplifting, Beth O'Leary. I can't remember the word its line on the front says Ali's relationship is over and she's taken the cat, and that's what drew me to this book. The tagline, that's the word. I have a few quotes from this, so we'll go into those. Before we do my quotes, don't forget, if you like what you see, to subscribe to this channel. You'll continue to support me a lot, so thank you guys so much. I only actually have 3 quotes from this. I didn't want to tell too much on the story. Page 148. I wondered when giant round glasses had gone from deeply unfashionable, circa 1985, when I had been wearing them to school, to cutting-edge style. I feel seen with the big glasses and also ridiculed. Page 189. Jeremy threw himself and his backpack dramatically onto the grass and lay out flat on his back, arms above his head, surrendering to the earth. He refused to get up for a full 5 minutes, despite Joe's protestations that his muscles would seize up. I don't have any, he moaned. I'll be fine. I love Jeremy. And my final quote is page 289. I'm wondering if this is a possible error. I had not slept well on the squeaky mattress on the floor, but I thought previous to this she's actually on a blow-up bed. I mean, I guess blow-up beds could squeak, but to call it the mattress instead of the blow-up, I didn't know if that was an error from Laura Kay there. But that's all my quotes. As I said, I didn't want to take too many quotes. It's very much character driven, and the plot of, are they going to get back together, are they not, are there going to be new relationships, are there not, their friendship, will they complete this marathon, will they find jobs, will they move out, sort of thing. So I didn't take too many quotes from it. It was quite an easy read for me, and this is a completely my problem thing. I have anxiety, and one of my triggers is alcohol and hangovers. I don't know why. I'm not a big drinker. I've been hungover once, I think, in my life, and that was enough for me. I was not well. I did not enjoy that. But somehow being around people when they're hungover, or being around people when they get rather tipsy, sort of kicks off my anxiety, so I have to take myself out of that situation. And this book, sadly for me, has quite a lot of alcohol and people being hungover. So although it's a fun, relaxing read, because of my anxiety, some parts obviously weren't relaxing for me and were actually hard for me, but all in my head, all, my thing of if my anxiety would latch on to reading about that. and try to make me scared. Now, I am on sertraline. I didn't have a panic attack reading this. I was fine. I just felt uncomfortable because it's something that has and does trigger me. And I think my most recent panic attack, since being on sertraline, my anxiety has gone down dramatically. I am doing a lot better, and I've also done counselling. I'm doing all the good steps. I'm doing it. But the last panic and anxiety attacks I had were due to being around alcohol and people being hungover. And it was a bad one. It lasted, the anxiety attack of it lasted for 2 whole days. That wasn't fun for me. That's not Laura Kay's fault or anyone else's fault. Most people absolutely fine with reading about people being hungover and alcohol. It's probably more relatable to other people. So just a heads up in my review there. That is a trigger for me personally, but that obviously colours my view of the book quite drastically. I didn't like the immaturity of our main character, Ali. It sort of reminded me of, I'll write the book down here, I'll look it up. It sort of reminded me of that. I just couldn't get on with the main character that well, and the stealing of the cat, that's what made me want to read the book, is the cat, but the cat was definitely her ex's, not hers, and I just don't know how I feel about it. I absolutely did love Malcolm the cat though. Love Malcolm. Jeremy, the best friend, I want him, he is amazing. And I really loved the found family element with Jeremy and the bakery. I also loved the wholesomeness of Ali's dad and Jeremy's mum. I loved their acceptance. I loved their love in general. It's so nice to read about. And it felt like an easy, quick holiday read. It really was a perfect read for being on holiday with. My overall review, I gave it enjoyment 7. Now, as I say, that is partly because of my triggers. Writing style 8. Plot 8, world building 8, characterization 10, representation 10, and originality 7. Follows quite a basic standard rom-com structure. Overall, I gave it 3 stars out of 5. It's not one I'm going to keep because it's not one I would return to, but as I said, that's mainly because of my own triggers. I have kept rom-coms which I have upstairs that I might reread. So it's not because of the simple rom-com element or knowing how it ends. It's literally because I would read these as a very easy read, and for me it wasn't, just because of my triggers. For everyone else who does not have that trigger, it's a very nice, easy rom-com read. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. If you like to see as soon as I upload, click that little bell down below. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr. I post my bookish pictures, as well as some writing tips and unboxings on there. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye!